question and everything. I watched the entire series. No one is aware that I have watched this series yet except myself, because to watch this series you have to be a complete pedophile, lose a bet, or all the above, and who knows which one I am. I'm pretty sure I lost a bet, so if I'm all the above, I don't know yet. Now, I will say, when I first started watching the show, I was pretty aware that it was a guy, but I tried to go in with the mindset that it wasn't, and it didn't really get me. It didn't get that whole, like, vibe, but I mean, it got like the whole thing going on. So I think it was a pretty cool little thing. You know, Boku no Pico it was a pretty cool video. It was a pretty cool series if you want to try to turn humans into gays that aren't gays. Okay, so let's just break down the basics of what Boku no Pico is made for. It is made for, 1, to turn straight males gay, 2, make girls fangirl over 11-year-old boys, and 3, prove that the human race needs to be improved. So yeah, my friend got a boner during this, so you can't judge him. And yeah, my hair is anyway, so yeah, Boku no Pico, a pretty cray-cray series for a cray-cray cray. And yeah, so it was basically little boy gets raped by big man, but he likes it, and ice cream is suggesting jizz all the way up to the point where you actually see it. It was really confusing that child porn had to blur up penises. I mean, is this legal? I mean, we have to ask, because I mean, there's tons of little girls, but like little boys are really rare. So I always wonder, like, when you see little boys, whether it's like legal or whether it's just like, hey there, little boy, I'm gonna chomp on your penis. 11-year-old, like, I guess a lot of Asians have that big of a penis, so it could have been a 40-year-old for all I know. Asians don't age. Okay, wait. Now, we all haven't asked this question. This is the question that needs to be asked in Boku no Pico. Why does he have blonde hair? I mean, in Boku no Pico, it's like they just suggest they're both Japanese and they grew up in the same place, but it's like, or they knew each other, like met each other when he moved. But it's like he's got blonde hair. Like, Japanese people don't have blonde hair, so like, what is he? Is he supposed to be like a white boy? Like, are they suggesting that big Japanese men will rape little white boys? Because if they are, I'd like to meet the author and shake their hand for coming up with a new and interesting idea, because that has never happened before. So Boku no Pico review, episodes 1 through 3. Episode 1 basically rapes a little boy-girl thing, and then little boy-girl sex with obvious boy, little boy. And episode 3 is a threesome between very feminine-looking boy with long hair, feminine-looking boy, and obvious boy, and harmony set, like three-way harmony sex. The main character, that's like a big guy, he kind of left because they were trying to convert you, if you couldn't tell. Like, let's go through the mental process of Boku no Pico right now. All right, so basically it starts off with big guy, little girl, then it goes to little girl, little boy, and then it goes to little girl, little boy, little girl. And it's like they're like trying to make you gay for little boys throughout tricking you over and over again. It's a little fucked up. There's actually one scene in Boku no Pico in episode 2 where the little girl, where the bigger girl is like in her vagina with like a banana. So I think it was kind of trying to suggest, like, at that point mentally you were not interested in what that girl was doing with the banana. You were interested in what they were thinking about the banana. And I looked at this show as more of like a storyline perspective, since all the bad parts obviously for dudes were blurred out anyway. So I mean, honestly, like, this isn't even porn, this is just like Jerry Springer. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed this shitty review. I'm going to jump cut it and make sure that you know exactly what I'm saying without me breathing.